This is the Louie T Network. The journey is long, and nobody said it was going to be easy. But all we've got is us.
You have any quarterback news for us?
All that believe.
Yes, we do have news. We have announced that Kirk Cousins will be the starter for 2015 moving forward. And I think all three quarterbacks should be commended for their efforts, their willingness to get better. But when it's all said and done, after all the film that we've gone through, all the off-season activity, all the training camp footage, we feel like at this time, Kirk Cousins gives us the best chance to win, and that's where we're going.
When you say for 2015, does that mean barring?
It's Kirk's team.
Welcome, all my fellow Redskins brethren and sisters. I am your man and resident Redskins fan, Lou. Thank you for joining me here on the Redskins Report. All right, so want to put a bow, a nice little pretty bow on the tough 17-10 loss at home to the Miami Dolphins and move on to the upcoming Week 2 matchup versus the St. Louis Rams. So let's quickly put that Miami game in the rearview mirror. I want to say a couple of things. First things first, that was a winnable football game. We all know that. We were winning for the majority of the game. We let that one slip through our fingers. That's a good Dolphins football team. I don't want to take anything away from them, but we had an opportunity to win that game. I thought that after going back and watching it again, a little disappointed that we didn't win that game. And I went in with lowered expectations. Lowered expectations. As most of you did. Lowered expectations because the worst thing you can do as a fan is put the expectations up here somewhere and then have your team kind of meet those expectations or not down here somewhere and fall short of your expectations. And it really gives you a bad outlook on the game. So when you set that bar a lot lower and you actually meet that bar, or maybe you fall just shy of that bar, you come out feeling a lot better about yourself and about the team and about the outlook for the season. But that's no way to go about things, even in life. If you set the bar here, that's a problem with too many people in life, is that they set their bar too low. They set their standards way too low, so they meet that and then there's nothing else to attain, okay? You set that bar for yourself because you're afraid to fail, and so you set the bar low, you hit it, you're excited, you're proud of yourself, but you can do so much more. And so what I did after watching that game is I raised the bar a little bit, and not by much, okay? Because I still expect us to win 6 games this year, and that wasn't one of the games that I was expecting to win. But when you come as close to winning and should have won as we did in that game versus Miami, you feel a little dejected because you know you let one slip through your fingers. You also realize I set the bar way too low, okay? Maybe I need to raise the bar a little bit, okay? I had the bar down here somewhere. Maybe I need to raise it to about right here because I left that game feeling good. Too good for a loss. And first and foremost, I hate losing. So feeling good about a loss should never be my sentiment. I should never feel good about taking an L because that's not in my DNA. So I know right then and there that I set my bar for this team this season way too low. So I'm gonna go ahead and raise it a little bit, and I wanna talk about a few things. First things first, this has nothing to do with our team. Jarvis Landry is a monster, okay? That young man right there, JL, and I call him JL Smooth. JL Smooth. That boy right there is a problem. There was one play, he catches like an 8-yard pass and drags like 2 Redskins for the first down. There's another play where Keenan Robinson literally picks this guy up and dumps him on his neck. On a 3rd down, he still catches the football for a 1st down. Then, of course, the punt return. He gets us on a jet sweep for about 10, 11 yards. Jarvis Landry is one of those intangible football players that if he's on your team, he makes your team exponentially better. And it was good to see him up close and in person because he's a hell of a football player. We talk about his teammate at LSU all the time, Odell Beckham Jr. Shame on you when you step to the old dirty Beckham. We talk about him all the time. We need to start talking about JL Smooth a little bit. That guy is a football player. But enough accolades for the Dolphins. We're here to talk Redskins football. I thought that Brandon Sheriff did a magnificent job neutralizing Ndamukong Suh. He got help on the day, and you knew that was coming, but to see him stand up after what happened to him against Detroit, I'm proud to say that we selected this guy in the first round. Now, I need to see more of this, and he's going to have an even bigger, if you ask me, Ndamukong Suh is nice, but this test he's going to have this week versus the Rams, that's a bigger test to me, because Ndamukong Suh usually wins with power. And he's got a little bit of quickness too, but if you play a smart football game versus Suh, you can neutralize. This Rams defense that we're about to face with Aaron Donald, never ever trust a man with 2 first names, and Michael Brockers, both first round picks, they're going to put a different type of pressure on Brandon Sheriff in the interior of our offensive line, Corey Lichtensteiger and Sean Laval, that we haven't seen since the last time we played the same exact Rams football team. So from that standpoint, I'm a little nervous. We'll get to the Rams here in a second, but when I finish putting this bow on the Dolphins game, I thought he played well. I want to see more of Preston Smith. After watching the tape, watching the game over again, Trent Murphy was good in the run game, and I elaborated on this in the game. I'm not going to have a thorough breakdown of the Dolphins game. If you're looking for that, I gave you my 5-minute immediate reaction after the game on the Redskins Rapid React, and then you got to go to the site. I've broken the game down to every minute detail, at least from my eyes, on the site. So check it out, Louie T Network, Braves on the Warpath is the link on the site. So check that out if you're looking for a thorough breakdown of the Dolphins Redskins matchup. I've even got a Kirk Cousins section and how I thought he did on the day. So everything's there if you're looking for that. And I'm not going to say much more about that. But Preston Smith, in limited snaps, I thought he did some really good things. He's got a lot of things to work on. He's a rookie. Sometimes he's out of place, but for the most part, I think he does a better job of getting up the field, rushing after the quarterback. I think he's stopped just like Trent Murphy at the point of attack. He's extremely strong. And so I think that he needs to have more snaps. I fully expect him to play a little bit more this week than he did last week, because Trent Murphy gets zero pressure on the quarterback. And it's not because he can't, it's just because he's not capable of utilizing the skill set that he has to the best of his ability. The things that he did well in college, it doesn't translate to the National Football League. He can't get away with those same things. And I saw that a long time ago. That's why I wasn't really sold on taking him in the second round when we did, but we did what we did, and I'm not upset because the guy sets a hell of an edge, okay? No one on our team, and this includes Ryan Kerrigan, sets an edge like Trent Murphy at the outside linebacker position. That is for certain. You go look at that 4th and 1 stop, Trent Murphy set that edge and allowed Ryan Kerrigan to come from the backside of that play and track down Lamar Miller for a no gain and a stop on 4th down. So Trent Murphy can set an edge. He sets a mean edge, but he gets no pressure on the quarterback. And so I think that's where we need to start trying to filter in Preston Smith and try to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Also, secondary-wise, I was really pleased with what I saw from the secondary, but I'm nervous now because, A, we're going to be without Culliver next week, and he's by far our best corner. We're getting Vitamin B back, but because Cully is exiting stage left for a game, it's almost as if we're still missing a corner, which we're going to be. We're swapping out 1 for 1, essentially. We're tagging in one, and the other one is exiting the game. So you're still left with 3 corners now. The problem that we're going to face is that Justin Rogers, who started in the slot, and I told you in the preseason that I was so impressed with Justin Rogers, and he had another good football game against the Dolphins, but he hurt himself in the late stages of that game. He's got plantar fasciitis. He's not playing this week, folks, and they're still trying to hold out hope for him. But I don't think you don't play with plantar fasciitis a week later. He may play next week, but I don't think he's playing against the Rams. So you know what that means. And I hate to speak blasphemy, but I'm about to say it. Cover your ears if you don't want to hear some nonsense. David Anderson's going to have to start, guys. He's going to have to play a lot. Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. David Anderson's going to have to play, man. And we saw what happened to him last week. He got his ass ate up. And I'm afraid to put him on the field But we're going to have to. We don't have a choice. We signed Will Blackman, a cornerback from Seattle, ex-Green Bay Packer, ex-Seattle Seahawk. But Will Blackman is not ready to play in our scheme just yet. They can't get him up to speed to get him out on the field and have him communicating with the rest of the secondary members. We're in trouble. And the Rams have a number of options to get the football to. I'm a little nervous because if Rashard Matthews can undress David Emerson like that, what do you think Kenny Britt and Stedman Bailey and all those other receivers that they have on their team are going to do to him? I mean, I shudder to think at what Nicholas Foles and that Rams offense is going to do to David. They're going to target him, okay? He's on the field, he's going to get targeted. And so I'm nervous about what is going to happen there. But I thought the secondary played well against the Dolphins. I thought the front seven was outstanding for the most part. And we got pressure without blitzing, which, hey, what a novel concept. We didn't have to blitz, and we still got consistent pressure on Ryan Tannehill. And this is a young Rams offense. And let's transition over to the Rams game now and put that Week 1 loss in the rearview mirror now and talk about the upcoming Week 2 matchup versus the Rams. I look at that team, the St. Louis Rams. First of all, they're so fun to watch. I mean, god damn it, man. At times I look at them and I'm like, man, why can't our team be more like that? That's just fun football right there. Now, there's nothing fun about losing, but they've got to be the funnest losers to watch. I mean, they win, what, 7 games a year? You can pretty much pencil them in for 7 wins. They won 6 last year, but they're a consistent 7-win football team for the most part. At some point, they're going to get over the hump. Maybe this is the year, but they're a fun football team to watch, man. If you're a Rams fan, you got to be like, man, this is a lot of fun. I mean, it's nerve-wracking on Sundays because you want your team to win and, you know, you're hanging on every single, you know, thing that happens in a game and you're on pins and needles. I understand. As a fan of a team, that's just how it goes on Sundays. You know, you got your ups and downs, but that team, as a non-Rams fan, it's fun to watch. Damn it, it's fun to watch from afar. I enjoy watching Rams games, and this is a week that scares the hell out of me because if you've been listening to the podcast, I told you that the St. Louis Rams were the #1 team you don't want to face in 2015. They're just a physical outfit. They're so athletic at every level on the defensive side of the football. And I was really just talking from a defensive standpoint, let alone they got Tavon Austin. You know how our special teams is. Special teams scares me. And I'm going to talk about Kyle Forbath and him not being our guy anymore and talk about the kicking situation before I get out of here. But we know about Tavon Austin and his exploits. He had another return for a touchdown last week. Remember, he got us for a touchdown last year and almost got us for a second one in that same game. So him coming to town scares me right off the bat, okay? Right out of the gate, I'm scared to even kick him the football. If we kick the football out of bounds every time, I wouldn't have a problem with that. I don't want to kick the Tavon Austin. He scares me. Then you look at Nicholas Foles. He had an outstanding game. Not a good game, not an okay game. He had an outstanding game, and he was targeting Dick Sherman. He wasn't afraid. He was not scary. So that lets me know he's willing to come after any one of our corners, and we didn't catch the football last week. So what's stopping him from challenging any one of our corners? We don't catch the football. We dropped 2 interceptions last week. One of them could have been a pick 6, and he's going to come after guys, okay? So my goal for this week is we need to control the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football. We got to control the line of scrimmage. On the offensive side of football, we have to run the football. Because if we get in 3rd and 9, they get to pin the ears back, send the whole defensive line after our quarterback, you can go ahead and wrap this one up now for the Rams. Right now. If we can't stay in 3rd and manageable, and we were in quite a bit of 3rd and longs last week due to penalties and things of that nature, but we can't find ourselves in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, when they know, hey, they got to throw the football. They got to drop back, and they got to have him with a 5-step drop on this. He can't go 3-step drop and get the football out. He's got to turn his back to the defense on this play action fake. When they know that they've got us in a passing situation and Aaron Donald gets to isolate himself one-on-one with Brandon Sheriff or one-on-one with our center, and they have situations, because with their defensive line, the way it's set up, you can't really double team anybody on their line unless you keep in an extra blocker. And that's why this line is so dominant, because from left to right, they've got 1st-round draft picks all up and down that defensive line. And when they go to their bench, and bring in Sims or William Hayes, there's no drop off. Those guys get pressure just like the rest of them. So you're looking at probably the best defensive line we're going to face all season long. So this is a big test for the entire offensive line. Morgan Moses, Trent Williams, Corey Lichtensteiger, both guards and Sheriff and L.A.B. It's a big test for them. And if they don't pass this test, we don't stand a chance at winning. Now, I can assure you this, we're not going to get shut out this year. Okay? We are not going to get a goose egg. And I told all the Rams fans that I talked to already that that's not happening. Now, we may not win the game, but they are not going to embarrass us like they did the last time they came to FedEx Field. So I'm expecting us to try to establish the run like we did last week, get Alfred Morris in the run game going, give us a chance there. On the defensive side of football, in order for us to have a chance, we're going to have to control the line of scrimmage. We're going to have to find a way to penetrate, get in the backfield, stop their running game first and foremost. Force, again, I always say this when we play against Nicholas Foles, whether he's a Eagle or now a Ram, I don't give a damn. Gotta make him beat you, okay? And if he doesn't, tip my damn cap to you, sir. Good game. But I won't stand for allowing them to run the football, have a two-way go of it, have them be balanced, and allow him to go play action fake. We know Nicholas Foles can throw it with the best of them. He's got a cannon for an arm. He can throw it. And if you give him opportunities, and we got to suck up to respect run because they've had success throughout the game, he's going to hit us deep, and it's going to hurt, and it's going to cut deep. And it's going to be a long afternoon for us. So I'm looking forward to the challenge. This is a very talented Rams football team. They scare me on special teams. They scare me on defense. I'm not afraid of their offense, though. I'm not afraid of their offense, but I'm going to tell you this much. If they get Gurley back this week, and I'm hearing, got a little birdie chirping in my ear saying that Gurley could play this week. If he plays, then I'm a little nervous because you know they already play tricks with you, with Tavon. They do stuff with your eyes. They put him over here. They put him in the backfield. They send him in motion like they did last week when he scored a touchdown. They do stuff with Tavon just to play tricks on you because you got to know where number 11 is at all times. So they move him around. And now if they got Gurley in the backfield and they do a little ghost motion with Tavon, fake it to him and give it to Gurley, and you looking for that over pursuit because he's coming in motion and you got to respect that jet sweep. And they give it to Todd Gurley. I'm not afraid of Benny. I respect Benny. Did you see Benny last week? You probably didn't, but I did. Benny is a guy that you must pay attention to. He caught some big passes last week, and he was a huge part of the reason why they were able to win that football game. But I'm not afraid of Benny. I respect Benny, not afraid of Benny. I'm scared of Todd Gurley. You throw in a little bit of Tavon Austin and sprinkle him in the mix, and you give them a back like Trey Mason or Todd Gurley in that backfield, and it's a different animal running the football. I'm hoping they can just wait one more week. Give me one more week. And normally I don't ask for guys now. I don't beg for guys to not play because usually I want your best. I'm 0-1. I need every advantage I can get, so if you can give me just one more week without Gurley, one more week without Mason, I'll take it. They can come back next week and wreak havoc on the league. I'll be cheering for them. But just give me one more week where all I got to do is defend against Benny Cunningham out of the backfield because I don't like Isaiah Peed. I actually want to see Isaiah Peed on the field. He actually put one on the carpet last week. I don't mind getting one. If you want to give it up, I'll take it. So all I'm saying is we got to control the line of scrimmage, both sides of the football. That's where it starts for us. Kirk Cousins cannot turn the football over, but if they put pressure on Kirk, we could easily see a 2-interception game again because they're coming. Those boys up front are coming. We must stay in third and manageable so that we can allow Kirk Cousins to get rid of the football quickly and not have to hold on to it and give those forces up front for the Rams an opportunity to come after Kirk Cousins. So now I want to talk about the kicking situation. Kirk Cousins, Kai Forbath, no longer a member of our team, and you know how I felt about Kai. He was your guy, he was my guy, he was our guy, Kai. And I told Kai this over and over and over and over. I said, Kai, I can't save you if you're not making kicks. As long as you keep putting them through the uprights. I don't give a damn what you do on kickoffs, even though we would love it if you would kick it out of the back of the end zone like everybody else's kicker is doing. I can save you if you're making field goals. The minute you stop being reliable, I can't save you. Because that's the only thing I got to hang my hat on. When they start talking that nonsense, hey man, he can't kick it out of the back of the end zone. I said, but he's going to make that 48-yard field goal. Send him out there. I bet you he's going to knock it home. Hey, they're killing us on returns, but he's going to make that 45-yard field goal. You got 3 points. What's more important? Them getting 35 yards on the kickoff or us getting them 3 points on the scoreboard? You pick. And they said, damn it. But as soon as you start missing kicks, I go to say, but he's going to make that 45-yard field goal. And they're going to look at me and say, he going to do what? I can't save you, man. And so I felt bad because he's the all-time percentage leader in field goal kicks made in Washington Redskins history. And he's been that good for us over the last 3 seasons. So I feel bad about getting rid of Kyle. I don't know this guy, Dustin Hopkins. I've seen him at Florida State. He was with the Bills last year. I've got a little snippet of him, but I don't know this dude. And I don't know him in a burgundy and gold uniform, so I don't trust him. I don't trust him at all, and so now I'm nervous. So now when you send the kicker out there for a 44-yarder, I'm not confident like I was with Kyle. Yeah, we about to make that field goal. Now it's Dustin Hopkins. I don't know that guy. I don't know that dude, man. So he's got to earn our trust. I'm nervous because people really don't understand that you got to have a good field goal kicker if you're going to win games in this league. And I don't know this dude, man. I know he's got a bigger leg. I know that for a fact. We're not going to go out and get another guy that can't kick it out of the back of the end zone. So I know he's got a big leg. But I don't know this guy. How do I know he's not going to miss a 33-yard extra point? I know Kyle's going to knock it home. You put Kyle right on the middle of the damn field. Kyle don't want to go to the left or the right hash. He want it right down the middle, and he going to slice that bad boy right down the uprights, right down the middle. I don't know this Dustin Hopkins guy. He might miss a goddamn extra point for all I know. All I'm saying is, I don't trust this dude further than I can throw him. We got a Rams team coming here that's going to try to shut us down. We may need a field goal to be the difference in this game, and we got Dustin goddamn Hopkins as our kicker. You know him? Because I don't know him. I don't trust him. Look, like a wise man once told me, no, we don't feel that. Forget them fake kickers where your real kickers at. I don't know this dude. Is he a real kicker or a fake kicker? I know what Kyle brought to the table. He won't kicking it out the end zone, but I knew he was kicking it through the uprights. He missed one last week and it hurt us. It hurt us bad. But that's not who Kyle really is. I'm going to tell him right now, they better not F this one up. I'm not going to say much more on that. They better not F this up. I am a Redskins fan, etched in burgundy and gold. My Redskins spirit will never die. My Redskins spirit will never fold until we meet again. Hail to our beloved Redskins. I'd love to tell you that I think we're going to win this football game. I really do. Hail. But I got to tell you, I think the Rams are going to come in. They're coming off of a high. The reason why I think we can sneak them is because A, we're a better football team than we were last year. B, I think Kirk Cousins is going to settle into his role as starting quarterback and play better than he did last week. And now that you know you're going into the game plan without Deshaun Jackson. See, we had a game plan set with Deshaun Jackson as the focal point of it. Now you take him out of the mix. We know what we're going to into the game with, okay? We know we're going to have Pierre on one side, Ryan Grant on the other, and you might even see the young fella Rashad Ross, double R, in there as well. So we know what the game plan is now. We don't have to try to make an in-game adjustment. We don't have to worry about, oh, hell, they just took half of our game plan away from us because one of the guys got injured. We know what we're going into the game, so I feel good about that. And third of all, the Rams just came off of a high. Jeff Fisher stepped up to the podium last week and said, I don't know what to say, man. That felt great. They left that game feeling like they just accomplished something. So they might be overlooking us. They spanked us last year, okay? They whooped our ass last year. They spanked us real good, and they think, oh yeah, we're gonna walk in there and do it again. So, and just like the Dolphins did, the Dolphins came in, they didn't respect us. They thought we was gonna lay down for them. We almost stole one from them. Maybe we can steal one this week. I'd love to tell you that we're going to steal this one. I just don't have confidence. That's a good Rams football team. And I think we got another special teams blunder coming our way. Tavon might get us for one. We might fumble something. I don't really know. I hope Jamison Crowder can give us something. The Seahawks got them a kick a punt return for a touchdown. Why we can't get one? We need a break on special teams. Can Jamison Crowder give us something? Let's see. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I see the Rams finding a way to come into FedEx and get it done 24-16 over our beloved Washington Redskins. I am a Redskins fan, Ashton Burgundy and Gold. I know I did this already, but I'm going to do it one more time. Anyway, my Redskins spirit will never die. My Redskins spirit will never fold until we meet again. Hail to our beloved Redskins. I didn't do that last time. That's why I had to do it again. Hey, as I always tell the fellas, go get them, fellas. See you next time. There's plenty more where that came from. While you're here, subscribe to the channel. If you want more Louie T, be sure to follow me on Twitter at InTheLabRoom, or you can like the Facebook page at In The Lab Room. That's In The Lab Room on Facebook and at In The Lab Room on Twitter. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. The Redskins Report.